What's up, YouTube? Dylan here with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and today we are going to be continuing our No Distribution Tool series. We are going to be comparing the Niche Zero Retention Grinder and the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. So, fun times. All right, so today, yay! All right, so today we are actually going to change it up a little bit. And we are going to try some Good Brothers coffee, their espresso blend. So if you guys are not familiar, this is sweet, smooth, and creamy tasting notes. So if you guys have not tried this, definitely recommend trying this out. If you use code Dylan, you can save 20% off on your first purchase. So definitely check them out. Great company. Brent's an awesome guy. All right, so here we go.
Josh and Linda are on.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
Well, hello. All right, so first we are going to start out by using the Niche Zero grinder. We're going to go ahead and weigh this out. So the way this is going to work is we are not going to be using a distribution tool per se. However, we are going to use the palm tap method to kind of evenly distribute that bed of grinds before we tamp. And we are going to stay the same and be using our Pullman tamper for all of our shots here. So we're just going to go ahead and get this taken care of. My dogs are in the background crying, so excuse them. We're going to use 20 grams. This is probably one of my favorite beans from Good Brothers, is their espresso blend. Definitely is really good in a milk beverage, which I am going to end up making after I get done. I'm going to compare the shot quality of the shot of the espresso, and then we are also going to compare the milk as well. So the milk-based beverage, because I know a lot of people love lattes, so we're just going to try it out. We are using grind size setting number 11 on the Niche Zero, so you can use that in reference if you want to, if you had the Niche. It's not going to be the same necessarily, but it gives you a good baseline. I know some people say that their espresso is from like 20 to like 25. Mine's from like 7 to 15. So it just changes per machine. Now we're going to use our little silicone tool here. And fun fact, this is for actually sputum, so just think of that next time you're using that with your Niche.
I don't think they knew that yet. I have no clue.
Alright, so exactly 20 grams. It's going to go ahead and I'm just going to show you the uniformity here. Let me go ahead and turn this light on and show you guys. So the Niche does an absolute great job at making all those grinds really uniform. So definitely check out the Niche. And no, I am not sponsored by them. So just in case you guys were wondering. All right, so we are going to go ahead and shake that up. All right, so instead of distribution, we are just going to do the palm tap method and the tabletop method. We're just going to kind of move those grinds around. You want to kind of be careful though, because you don't want to impact that bed too much.
Josh said we need to do a review on the Specialita. I'm loving mine.
Yes.
What's the Specialita again?
Eureka.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here is the sidewall again from the Pullman. Let me see if I can zoom in here. There we go. So you can see it's really clean. Pretty much it does that every single time, which is really good, especially when you're trying to stay consistent when pulling that good shot of espresso. Hi, Brent. Brent said hi, D&B.
Hi.
All right, so we're just going to go ahead and flush that group head out. Lock that in.
Lock that bad boy in.
Lock that bad boy in. My My dogs are crying, but if I had my dogs out right now, they're in our room. If I had my dogs out, you'd hear all over the floor. So we have them in there. They're not very happy with us, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're not.
I will actually put these shot glasses in here so you guys can see the shot a little bit better there. Move you guys down to a good angle. Again, if you guys are just joining, this is comparing the Niche and the Breville Smart Grinder. So definitely one is pretty affordable in my opinion, which is the Breville Smart Grinder. However, if you have the budget for it, the Niche is a fantastic option. So this is the first shot of the day, so don't know how it's gonna go, but it does look really good. So here is the first shot with the Niche. So again, this shot looks really good. Definitely a good one here. It's 33. We're gonna stop at about 40. So about 41.6 and about 26 seconds. So definitely a good shot. I'll go ahead and lift you guys back up here. I'm gonna give it a taste test based on the espresso, and then I'm gonna go ahead and froth it up with a milk-based beverage. Here we go. So we got really nice crema here. I'll go ahead and show you guys the shot. So here is the shot. So the shot definitely looks really good, really nice. Really happy to try this one.
Hi, Heather. Heather said, hi, Dylan and Brittany and doggies. And Josh said, good job, Brittany. I'm glad someone makes him read our comments.
Yes, this is absolutely delicious. Definitely extremely smooth. It's not bitter or sour at all. Definitely would say if you guys are into espresso. I mean, I can drink espresso. It's not my favorite. However, I do love pour overs and stuff like that. The crema is just really, really bitter in itself. But the shot in a whole, it's definitely really smooth. So if you're into making espresso, the Niche will definitely get you that shot of espresso that you desire. So go ahead and dump this in there. Lick that because it's going to go on our carpet. Don't judge me.
Josh said, I had the Smart Grinder before my Specialita. Biggest complaint was it was very clumpy.
Yes, so I will show you that here in a second.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. I will make my wife some A2 milk.
Woohoo!
Because A2 milk is the way to go.
It's better for your digestion.
A2 milk. Get it for your digestion.
Oh, yeah.
I am not sponsored. I mean, if they do want to sponsor me in my videos, I use them all the time, and they're pretty expensive, so I would definitely take it.
It's Dylan Licka approved.
Dylan Licka approved. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get our steam one going. So we're almost done here.
Heather said she really likes that milk.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of my top milks.
And then Eduardo said, Dylan, I see you haven't taken off the 2 yellow sticker warnings on the La Marzocco Linea Mini on the group head and on the back flash. I finally took mine off after 5 months.
Yeah, I have to get around to that. You know,
He's
I'm really
terrible at taking off tags, so who knows how long
I just love tags for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, we have all the tags still on.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying you do. I have to go and cut tags off.
All right, I know a lot of people love when I transfer. So I'm going to transfer this milk here. Really nice, thick and creamy. So I'm actually going to come over to the other station if my wife can follow me over here.
Of course.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, a little rocky.
I am making a mess, people. Oh my goodness. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh jeez. That's when you know you got some good milk foam, when it's really creamy. All right. Can they see it?
Oh. Yes.
All right. So we are going to go for a tulip here. We're going to get some layers, I hope. That's the plan.
Pretty.
So there is the first one.
Hold on. I didn't want to get closer.
My wife's too short for the tripod right now.
Yeah, I got.
Oh gosh,
That was
she's
almost
ruining everything.
I caught it.
So here is the first one. So that is the niche. So definitely looks pretty good. I'm getting a little bit better at latte art. I'm just trying to get a little bit better with the uniformity. I like that word, uniform. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm gonna still use it.
There's a little milk on it.
I got a little milk in my mouth. Don't judge me. She's judging me really bad today.
No, I could have just let you keep it there, you know.
Do you have your phone? We always gotta take pictures of our latte art, guys. So I know this is live, but you know you're just gonna see me live. Take a picture of this thing. Hold on.
Linda said, nice job. Things taste better when they're pretty. Whoa, good catch, Brittany.
All right. So
Thanks.
now we are going to give that a taste test. So if you want to follow me over here.
You got a question.
So this is the niche. One second. This is the niche grinder. We pulled our shot. The shot was really smooth. It was extremely uniform. The taste was there. Definitely brought out some sweet notes in the espresso beans here. So now we're going to go ahead and try the milk-based beverage and kind of give it that comparison with the Breville here in a second. So if you really get in tune with frothing or getting your technique in tune when frothing, you can definitely pull the sweetness out of the milk by stretching that fat and bringing out those sugars, and it really enhances that espresso. So I would say with the niche, it is definitely capable of pretty much anything, drip to espresso. Yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. So
Khadija, she just subscribed. She or he, sorry, I can't see in the photo. Just joining in, so apologies if this was already mentioned, but where is the milk pitcher from? Love the blue. So
this milk pitcher is based on, it's off of Amazon. So if you go to my last video, it is posted on there. However, I will post this again on this video. So when this video ends, I will post all the tools that I use on the link below in the description. So the one thing with using my links, so I will cover that. I am an Amazon Associates account member holder. So if I post anything and my links and you guys click on the link and buy my items, I do get a little bit of a percentage off of that to put back into my coffee bar. It's to no cost to you. It just kind of helps me, and it's like a thank you to my channel. So I will post this on my description below. If you do not want to use it, that's okay too. But it is just there for ease of use as well. So I am going to go ahead and clean this really fast. That is the only bad part about lives. But I'm going to clean these 2 seconds, and then I'll be right back, and we are going to be using the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. Stay tuned.
And welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome. And Justin asked, comparing Flare to Linea Mini.
Yes, that will be next week.
And Eduardo said the Linea Mini milk frothing is simply the best. It produces the best latte. The milk tastes so sweet. The Breville will never produce the quality of the milk frothing that the Linea Mini. Yeah, the Linea Mini definitely is a beast when it comes to the milk frothing especially. Josh asked, Dylan, any plans to start roasting your own coffee? I roast my own and can never go back now.
Yes. So I plan on doing my own roasting if my wife approves of it. But I have to get my wife's approval because I have a lot of money in my coffee bar already. So if my wife approves, then yes, we are all good. All right. Now we are just going to clean this up real fast here.
You got milk on the tripod. How did that happen?
Know. I don't know. This is just a wreck.
We're on the struggle bus today.
We're on the struggle bus today.
Oh, by the way, you had a few comments on your latte art when you made the latte art. Eduardo said, very nice latte art. Heather said, well done, Dylan. And Linda said, nice job.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Sorry about the disaster going on. I haven't even had that much caffeine today, to be honest, so that's crazy. Normally, I'm like 8 shots in.
Josh said, let him do it, Brittany. It will save him a ton of money long term. Do it. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I don't care, but Good Brothers coffee is just so good.
Yeah, Good Brothers coffee is pretty good. I don't think I can compete against Good Brothers.
But it would be something that would be
it'd
neat
be cool
to try
do,
out.
Yeah, it'd be cool definitely to try out.
Yeah.
All right, so now what we are going to do is we are going to head over here. So if my wife wants to follow me over here, we are going to go ahead and try out the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. So I do not have this just like the niche. The niche we dialed in yesterday. We just got lucky having the same grind setting. It didn't change from yesterday. Now, the Breville Smart Grinder, I did just use this for pour over. So we had to move this back. We are on grind size number 12. So we are going to try it out here. I am not 100% certain where we need to be, but I will dial.
Oh, Eduardo said that he started roasting his own coffee a month now. Cool.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome. And Angel said, have you thought about getting the Linea drip tray that holds the lunar scale?
I looked into it, but that was an extra $250, and I have a lot of money in my espresso bar right now that I did not need to do that at the moment.
At the moment.
At the moment.
And Linda said that you need to try Flavio on a Prende coffee.
Yep, I did see his coffee.
Cafe or whatever.
Definitely interested in trying that, so I might have to contact Flavio. All right, here we go. This is grind size number 12.
And Josh said Dogfather's coffee could be better. Saying that maybe your coffee, it could be better. Like when you roast it yourself. Yeah.
So here we go. So the one thing I do recommend with the Breville Smart Grinder Pro is if you do have it or you're considering it, it does retain some grinds. It is not like the niche, almost zero retention. So I do like when it stops, I like to start it back up. And then you'll see more coffee that is just falling into the cup. A lot, actually. So, yes, people ask, well, is this going to damage your grinder in the long run? You know, I'm not too sure. I hope not.
Tell Dylan it's on Amazon, and he always has a coupon. Oh, Dylan, it's on Amazon.
All right. All right, so here are the grounds. So if you want to compare that, I'll move it over here a little bit better lighting. If you want to compare the Breville Smart Grinder and the niche, right away you're going to see the difference there. So if you see, there are a ton of clumps in there. So even when I shake the cup a little bit, I mean, it gets rid of some, but it does have a little bit in there. Now, is that too much to prevent you from buying the Breville Smart Grinder Pro? I would say no, especially because it is coming in at $200. It's really hard to compete with a $200 grinder that can pretty much do pour over, as you guys saw in my last video, and also it can do pretty good with espresso. So definitely would recommend the Breville Smart Grinder Pro if you are in the market for any kind of grinder and you have like the Barista Express or you have the infuser, I would definitely say it is a good grinder to have. So I am going to, the nice thing that I actually love to show people is this. So if you guys see here, this actually fits in here perfectly. So if you're going to transfer to do a 58 millimeter, you can kind of just put it in here and tap the sides, get all that coffee grounds into the niche. And now it's all transferred over here. So that is pretty cool. Definitely if you want to use your Breville Smart Grinder Pro and you want to use your 58 millimeter portafilter. So kind of zoom in. It did break some of the clumps up, not too much, but definitely still looks pretty uniform in there. So now we will go ahead and pull our shot on the Linea Mini. So let me move this for you guys. And let's get going. So again, like I said, I do not have this dialed in, but we are going to try and dial it in on camera for you guys. So I'm kind of hoping it's not dialed in, because then I can show you guys who are new to the channel or who are new to the espresso game in general, just how to dial in your espresso. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing.
Shaking it up. Eduardo said that he bought a Bmore 2000 AB Plus coffee roaster for $449 from Sweet Maria Coffee.
Yep, that's
and
a good
said
deal.
Hoon recommended the Bmore and he's enjoying it.
Yeah, so if I did get into coffee roasting, I would look into getting a Bmore. So again, I'll show you guys once again. This is tamping, so really nice looking bed of grinds. Now this is with the Breville Smart Grinder Pro, and if you see, the edges of the sidewall are just so clean. So definitely, I know it is expensive. It is a big kind of investment when looking at tampers. I mean, who would have ever thought that something looking like this would be $170? But when it does a consistent job like it does day to day, I mean, it's just 100%, in my opinion, worth the money. Just the way it feels, definitely the way it's built. I mean, this thing is not just bottom heavy or top heavy. It's just so evenly distributed with weight, and it just does a fantastic job. So again, if you guys are in the market, I know it is expensive, but definitely worth giving a try. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower this tripod again so I can show you guys the shot, and then we will go ahead and compare the Breville Smart Grinder Pro and the Niche Zero. So we're gonna go ahead and keep everything consistent.
Angel said, what kind of milk in the fridge?
So I have A2 milk and then regular whole milk. So I enjoy the A2 milk because it is a little bit better for my stomach.
And then Josh said, do you see a benefit from using a dosing cup as opposed to grinding directly into the portafilter? I'm using this specially just so I don't know if using a dosing cup would be beneficial.
100% if you have a dosing cup, or if you have a grinder that is capable of dosing straight into the portafilter, 100% would recommend that every time. All right, so here we go. This is the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. So perfect. So it's coming out really fast. So I'm glad that it is doing that, so that way I can show you guys how to adjust. So that was 40 grams in 11 seconds. So that is obviously extremely fast. Definitely are not going to want to drink that, because if you ever try that for your first time in espresso, I promise you, you're going to hate it and think, why would people ever drink this thing?
Well, I would never drink espresso by itself anyway.
So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a taste test here. It's going to taste awful. I mean, it's just going to be miserable. But I'm going to go ahead and do it for you because it's how much I love and care for all of you guys. So I am going to show you the crema. So this is the benefit of using freshly roasted coffee. So even though that was a bad shot, it still looks good, okay? So the shot quality still looks really good. Really nice, thick and rich crema. Really nice color there. So it is a bit deceptive because this is going to taste miserable. So here we go. I was going to taste it anyways. Yeah, that's awful. Oh yeah, that's sour.
That's like my reaction to all this
Yeah,
stuff,
that was bad. Woo, that was bad. Okay, yeah, you don't want to drink that.
though.
Never. So if you get into espresso, make sure you dial in your shots, people, because that was gross. All right. So now what we are going to do, definitely another tip, if you are pulling your shots of espresso, definitely make sure to buy a brush because you want to make sure that portafilter is cleaned out before you go ahead, and it just saves everything. I mean, now no coffee grinds are going to be, besides the ones that were on the group head, are going to be in the drip tray, so it's going to be extremely easy to clean. I do a deep clean on all my machines every single Friday, so it takes me about an hour and a half. I mean, I just thoroughly clean everything, just because I mean, you pay so much money for these things, you're going to want to keep them clean. All right, so now that we have that out of the way,
Josh said that's dedication.
do you mind dumping that out and just cleaning them out for me?
Yes.
You can just rinse them with water.
Okie dokie.
All right, so another thing I like to do is just wipe the group head or the shower screen so there's not any kind of extra grinds just chilling up there. It's definitely going to help you out when cleaning your machine every week or however often you guys clean your machines at home. All right, so now we are going to go back to the drawing board here because that shot was awful. I'm glad it was awful because now I get to show you guys how to dial in your espresso. So right now we were on grind size number 12. So obviously that went way too fast. So one thing I'm going to do is probably put it down to about, so we're on 12. I'm going to go to about let's go to an 8. So we're going to go down 4. Now that is a big jump. Right now I'm kind of hoping that it chokes out the coffee just so it barely drips. So what choking means is it's barely dripping out of the spouts, meaning that your grind size was way too fine. So it's like water trying to travel through sand as opposed to water trying to travel through rock. So if it doesn't choke and it is a good shot, it's good because then you guys can see the dialing in process. I went down pretty drastic just because of the fact that it came out so fast. So here we go. We're going to dose out. Same thing, 20 grams. If there's any questions, my wife will ask me them while we are on live.
Welcome, Jeffrey. He said, I'm glad to behind just tuned in.
Welcome. Welcome to the family. I'm glad you're here. Right now we are comparing the Breville Smart Grinder Pro and the Niche Zero. This first shot on the Niche was extremely good. It was about as perfect as you could get it in my opinion, for my taste too. And the Breville Smart Grinder Pro, we just pulled a shot and it was way too fast. So we went from grind size 12 down to 8. So we're going to go ahead and see where that gets us here. So we're going to go ahead and grind that in.
Josh asked if you removed your Crema steam lever from your DVD.
I'll talk after this because it's kind of loud. So again, you're going to want to start out. So if you guys are just tuning in, I do want to show you this. So take a look right here. So you are going to see when I turn this on. So it shows that it's done grinding. But I'm going to show you the retained grinds this thing has. So you're going to start it and just kind of go back and forth on here to kind of make a suction to get the rest of those retained grinds out. So yes, it does look bad. It's not going to affect the machine. Some people have asked me, and I really don't think it will. So here we go, 19.1. So see, we still have some grinds that are retained in there. So we're going to try it out again. So because we are at 19.1, I'm going to just throw in a couple beans in the hopper and grind them to stay even. right, so 20.1. So there we go. I am happy with that. I just want to try to keep it as even as possible. So my wife's going to follow me over here. She might have to zoom out so you guys can see a little bit better. But I am going to show you again because it is really important for you guys to know, because this is a comparison video. I know it's going to go a little bit longer than some people would like. However, I do want to do a full comparison here. So as you can see, not too bad for clumps, but still around the edge here, you can see there are a little bit more clumps than the niche. So definitely could impact in the long run your shot. So again, we're just going to go ahead and transfer directly over to the niche cup, just so we can distribute and transfer pretty easily to the La Marzocco. Shake it up. Again, we are not using a distribution tool. We are just comparing the grinders as they are. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and lock this bad boy in. Flush out the group head like we always do. Stay consistent.
Linda said, by the way, when you pump lid, BBE lid works better.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, Breville Barista Express lid works so much better. The Breville Smart Grinder Pro is a little bit more difficult, but that's because the Breville Barista Express is a little bit more compact, so it is a little bit easier. So here we go. We are going to go ahead and get our shot rolling. So here we go. So let's compare the shot quality now. So yeah, like I said, it did choke a little bit, but no, it looks like it's pretty good now. So I would say that that is going to be a pretty good shot. It is speeding up a little bit there, as you guys can see. We're looking to get about 40 grams. Okay, so right there we got 42 grams in 22 seconds. So that was still too fast. I will go ahead and pull one more shot for you guys because this is a comparison video and I really want to get the best comparison as possible. I don't want to favor either machine, either grinder, because that is not what the purpose of this whole series is. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, this is a live video, so I can't cut all this stuff out. And this is kind of a good thing for you guys, just because it does show you guys a little bit of an inside of the back, kind of like the behind the scenes when I do my videos. So here is the shot. So we're going to go ahead and to taste it right here. It should be a little bit better than the last one. Yeah, so, I mean, this one's pretty sweet. I'm actually pretty happy with that shot. Definitely really smooth. I think it can be dialed in a little bit more, and we are going to do that. But this is definitely a good shot. I'm going to dump these into these two separate, and we are going to make two separate lattes from these. There you go, honey. Do you mind rinsing that out for me?
No, I don't mind.
And then I'm going to go ahead and froth some milk and just kind of show you the more latte art with the Barista, with Barista Express, with the Linea Mini. So I am going to pull one more shot because I think that's going to be perfect. I probably won't make a milk-based beverage on the other one, but here we go. All right, so as you can see, the process does go by extremely fast with the Linea Mini. That has been absolutely wonderful to have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer into this pitcher here, and we're gonna pour some latte art. So if my wife will follow me here, and I will show you guys some more latte art.
Let me actually take this off.
All right, so really nice, really silky texture there for the milk. So, oh, I almost spilled all that. So here we go. I find that if you hold it by the base of the cup, it's a lot easier to stay controlled. So there is the first, and then I'll just do a basic heart here. I might try a Rosetta if I have enough milk. Yeah, kind of washed away there, but you get the point. Here we go. All right, so latte art on that second one. Could be a little bit better. I'm just gonna rinse this pitcher out really quick. All right, so now we have that washed out. I am gonna give these a taste test here.
Okay. How's the taste?
I'm not a big fan of single shots with milk. My wife is. I'd rather have a stronger coffee with less milk, but definitely if you're into that kind of thing, it's good. If you want, you can just follow me around with that. So now what we are going to do is we are going to go one more time. So we are on grind size 8. We are going to go down to grind size 6. I think that is going to give us a good indication, a good kind of, I'm just everywhere. It's going to show us how good the Breville Smart Grinder Pro truly is here. So we are going to go ahead and do one more.
Wyatt asked, so what made you choose the Linea Mini over other dual boiler machines with touchscreen PID? Touchscreen PIDs and other features, mainly an aesthetic choice, considering a Bizarra?
So my plan is to start a coffee cart here soon. I really am impressed with the workhorse that this machine truly is. It's capable of doing just so much. So that is a huge reason why I chose the Linea Mini. However, I do love the aesthetics of it as well. It definitely is a positive. It was not what made me buy the machine. However, I do plan in the future when I get my coffee cart up and running to invest into the Slayer. So I do want to buy that machine and use that as my full coffee cart espresso machine, keep the Linea Mini at my house. However, that is only if I am profitable or when I am profitable with my coffee trailer, because those are about 10 grand and I just can't afford that right now. I have too much money invested in my coffee as it is. So we are actually going to go a little bit more because it does retain some grind. If it retains a little bit of grind, we'll just take some excess out. But I think, that one's stuck. All right, so here we go. so as you guys saw there was a lot of grinds that were just kind of chilling. So yeah, I did get all those out. So like I said, I'll show you again, those big crater looking clumps in there. If you kind of just give it a couple taps and kind of mix it around, it does get rid of some of those big clumps. Now, because we are doing that comparison video and I really want to make it as even as possible, we are going to get rid of some of these clumps like I mentioned. So 20 grams. So that's 20 grams right there. So now we are going to come over here one last time and we are going to transfer on over.
Linda asked, how often do you clean SGP internally?
So I clean all of my grinders and all of my machines on Friday, every Friday, so weekly. Just because I do pull so many shots of espresso because of my YouTube channel, that I do like to keep them all clean and keep them up and running as good as possible.
Eduardo said the Linea Mini is certified to be used commercially. It has a very large boiler. The water can be plumbed.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. One more shot. So we started with 12, went down to 8, and now we're going down to 6 here. So as you see, I'm really OCD when it comes to cleaning my stuff as I go, because it's just going to make everything a lot easier to clean when you go to clean everything every week, or as often as you guys would like. Okay, so here we go. Get another shot in here. So if it doesn't clear, then you can just clear it yourself. And here we go. This is grind size 6. All right, so really good looking shot there. I think this is going to be the money maker here. I will definitely take that. So that is 24 seconds for 40 grams. So color looks good. Clarity is really good. I'll show you guys the crema there. So the crema definitely came out looking pretty good there. So nice, thick, rich in color, creamy. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a taste test. This is the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. Yeah, so that one, it's sweet, smooth, and creamy for the tasting notes on Good Brothers. Definitely sweet. It's not bitter or sour at all. And I mean, it's just a really good, well-rounded shot. So again, that is absolutely amazing. If you guys, okay, so I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. The niche grinder versus the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. If you guys are on a budget, you guys have a Barista Express, you guys want just a little bit more variety, a little bit more flexibility with your day-to-day coffee routine. You guys are coffee hobbyists and you guys just love making coffee. I'm gonna help my wife, she's struggling here. You just love making coffee at home and you're on a budget. I would 100% say to buy the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. No, I am not sponsored by Breville. I just have absolutely loved the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. I've had it for about a year. I have zero complaints. I've had zero issues with it. That was my daily driver for probably a good 8 to 9 months. And now I never tried pour over with it until recently. So recently I just tried pour over and I was blown away. So no joke, yesterday before I went to work, it was off camera, I actually really wanted another pour over before I went to work. And I actually liked the Breville Smart Grinder Pro setting that I used yesterday so much that I went and used that one for my pour over. as opposed to my niche. Now, yes, people are going to say the niche is 10 times better. In a way, it is. But for the amount that you spend on the grinders, you can never go wrong buying the Breville Smart Grinder Pro, especially if you're on a tight budget. Now, with that being said, that's $200. The niche is coming in at about $700. Now, the niche has such uniform grinds. It is extremely easy to kind of tap it with your palm to do the distribution, and you can just smell the aroma of the coffee a little bit more with the niche, and that's because it does use professional grade Mazzer burr grinders. So it is a conical burr. That is a conical burr, so definitely a good test. This is a flat burr. But if you guys have the budget and you guys are looking to really step up your home coffee espresso brewing, you're into pour over, you're into espresso, Turkish coffee gets that fine, 100% I would go with the niche, hands down. It's just something that is just non-comparable. It's like comparing apples to oranges. I know that phrase is used a lot, but it truly is. So with this test, budget-wise, the Breville Smart Grinder Pro wins for sure because it is coming in $500 cheaper. I mean, you could buy, if you are brand new to espresso, let's say you have a Breville infuser and you don't have a grinder, that $500 that you're saving after buying the Breville Smart Grinder Pro can buy you your cups, can buy you your tools, your accessories, everything, because you bought that Smart Grinder Pro and it is capable of espresso and pour over. Now, with that being said, without looking at the price, I would say for the clarity of the tasting notes for the beans, if you want to really step up that game for coffee espresso brewing, the niche hands down would win. So again, if we're looking and comparing everything, I would say the niche obviously wins this. However, you can never go wrong if you are on a budget buying the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. Like I said, I have used that ever since I bought these two, and I still use it today. So 100% definitely would recommend both grinders. This competition goes to the niche, so we compare the Atom and the niche. I would say the niche wins over the Atom, only because of the fact it's a lot easier to use at home. It's a lot more compatible with home users who are only pulling about 1 to 2 shots of espresso a day. This is more of like a commercial setting because it does go so fast, and it's just so hard to not waste as much beans as like with the niche. And then with the niche and the Breville Smart Grinder Pro, if you're on a budget, definitely nothing wrong with the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. If I could do it all over again, I would 100% buy that again. Now the niche, definitely would recommend to everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you guys saw, it was a little bit harder. I had to tap it on the counter a lot more and kind of hit it with my palm to distribute the grinds from the Breville, just because they are a bit more clumpier. They have like crater sized little clumps in there, as opposed to the niche. It's a lot more uniform, and it's just so much easier to distribute, palm tapping, tamping without, or distributing without actually using a distribution tool. Like I said, this is a no distribution tool series. It is only distributing with your hand to really try to kind of compare the grinders and how uniform they actually get those clumps of those coffee grinds. So again, I thank you guys so much for watching. This was a bit of a longer live video, like I said, but I really wanted to dial that in just because I wanted to get the true comparison between the two. Like I said, just to wrap it up, a lot more sweeter notes from the niche than the Breville, but that is definitely to be expected. A lot more uniform than the Breville. That's also to be expected. I mean, you're paying $500 more for this. And I would just say overall taste in a milk-based beverage, you can't really tell. So if you drink milk-based beverages all the time, definitely 100%. Breville Smart Grinder Pro will get it done for you. If you are big into espresso or a long black or an Americano, you might want to look into upgrading to the that is Barista Brittany, or as we call her, just Sweetheart. But definitely would recommend either grinder. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comments below when this video is posted. Also, if you guys are new to the channel or are actually already subscribed, hitting that like button really helps my channel grow, and it just helps me make more content for you guys, and it just helps me to hit that 1,000 subscriber count. And the one good thing about me hitting that 1,000 subscriber count is I will be able to give that giveaway to one lucky subscriber. So again, if you have not already, I will be putting the post in the beginning of the video, or you can find it. It's a $150 valued giveaway, and you can just click on that card at the end of this video. All the tools that I use are going to be in the description below. By you clicking on those and buying the tools or doing anything with that link, it does help me at no more extra expense to you guys. So again, I thank you guys so much for all of your love and support, and I will see you guys tomorrow when we are comparing the Atom 75 and the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. So stay tuned, and there are some questions, so I am going to answer them. And yeah, so if you guys are new to this channel, definitely consider hitting that like and subscribe, and I really appreciate it. So now we are going to get into the questions.
Eduardo said, Dylan, have you tried the setting in the Linea Mini in the app for pre-brewing? He said, he's setting it at 3 seconds on, 5 seconds off before the full brew.
So I did try that, but I was not a fan, Eduardo. So I just found it that my shots were a little bit more, I think, over extracted at that point. I just feel like I have a lot better tasting notes when I just let it do its like 1 to 2 second pre-infusion before the shot. Actually, I have it set for 4 seconds for pre-infusion.
And then Linda said, if you can get in a list, I'd love one someday. You should figure out a blind tasting somehow. That would be interesting.
So
yeah, that'd be cool.
I will definitely work my wife up to getting used to pulling really good shots of espresso, and I will be not looking, but I will definitely taste them, and I will give you guys that blind taste test of which one I feel is better.
We'd have to get a blindfold.
No,
I
just won't look. I can be honest.
That's not as fun.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're getting a blindfold. Who knows what my wife's going to do to me with my blindfold on. Goodness, good thing it's going to be on live. I might be in trouble.
What, are you scared?
A little bit. A little petrified, to be honest.
Alright, that's all for the questions. So.
Awesome. If you want to come in here.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so appreciate you guys for following us and supporting our channel. We just hit 780 subscribers. Definitely couldn't be more thankful. So thank you guys again. If it wasn't for you guys, this channel would be absolutely nothing. I'd just be talking to a camera and just having fun by myself. So I'm glad I get to enjoy it with all of you guys who are watching. All right, so in that case, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night or a wonderful start of your day, depending on where you are in the world. Again, thank you guys so much for watching Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar with Barista Brittany. So make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's live. You're not going to want to miss it. Yeah. We're going to try to go live at about 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned. It's going to be fun. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Peace. Ooh.
Ow! Cut!